What's going on, guys? Boss Jacoby here, back again with another competitive gaming video, and this time it's the final installment of this little mini three-part series where I share my advice for you guys on how to find the best team possible or how to create the best team possible. So in the first video, if you haven't already watched these, go ahead and check them out. Probably links to these will be in the description box below, by the way. So the first one was my tips or my advice on forming a duo, why it's important, and also a little bit, of another way of going about things, of joining a team of three already. But for more details on that, check the first video out. The second one is how to find your partner for that duo I was just talking about. I go over stuff to actually show you guys how to find somebody else that is compatible with you. So part number 2 to that, the link to that will be in the description box below as well. But this video is how to find your other two teammates once you found that partner. So obviously you're going to want to watch the first two videos, get those steps down, and here we are with this one. So anyways, how to find your other two teammates. So first and foremost, you would definitely prefer for them to have already a little bit of experience playing with one another. So you don't want to pick up two guys, just random guys, never met each other, never played with each other, because they have no chemistry. So the whole point of forming a duo that I talked about in part 1 is so that you can team up with another two-man team that already has their chemistry down. That way you come in with two sets of chemistry. It's much easier to combine two different kind of styles than it is four, as it would be when you're just going in, with three other people that, you haven't really played together with before. So doing this is a great way to eliminate the long and lengthy process of building chemistry, or at least shorten it. I don't think you can ever really eliminate it altogether unless you play together as a four-man team for months and months, and even then it might not be done. But this is a good way to make that chemistry building process just a little bit shorter. So you're going to want to prefer for them to have already a little bit of experience playing with one another. And now here's how to do it. So the first way, and this is a great way, although there is a problem, and I'll get to that in just a second. The first way is team scrims. Go into a game with your other partner, whoever that may be. Of course, you're going to have one, so, make sure that whoever you picked is somebody with the same skill level, same dedication level, and similar goals, like I talked about earlier. Go into team scrims, and then find two with about the equal skill level. Also, pay attention to what roles they play. If you and your teammate are slayers, you don't want to get two more slayers. You want to get somebody that maybe goes for the flag. Really good communication is something you want to look for, but you need to look for two people with equal skill level. Now, here are the two problems here. First and foremost, you don't know what their dedication is, what they want to do. Are they just playing for fun? Can they only get on 1 hour a week? Maybe you caught them on a good time, and for the rest of the week they're unavailable. Stuff like that. Once you find these two people, you need to ask them that. The other thing is, once you're playing team scrims or pickup scrims or whatever the case may be, and you find those two guys, it's very rare that those two guys have ever played with each other before, much less, on the same team and on a consistent basis where they've actually built up a little bit of, chemistry. So that's something that you need to watch out for when you do it that way. Now, this next way is something that I think is the best way, and it's also something that has worked for me very, very well in the past, and this is playing doubles scrims or doubles matches. So what I recommend is to play a lot of these until you find people you can't beat, or at least match up well against, and get to know them and ask them if they want to team up. So you don't want to team up with people that you can beat very easily. You don't really want to team up with people that will kill you, because typically that won't last. They'll get it might, but it's a little bit risky because they might get a little bit bored or want better players, whatever the case may be. But if you team up with people that are about even with you, maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse, that's a good match. Now, you need to make sure that they're on around the same time. You need to get to know them a little bit more. But double scrims and matches ensure that the other two teammates already have a little bit of chemistry together. They already know each other, and especially if you're playing matches, it probably infers or probably means that the other two opponents have played with each other a lot more than once or twice, because if they're on the same team, they've obviously known each other for a while, and while that's not always the case, more times than not, that's how it's going to be. So double scrims, doubles matches, an excellent way to find two people that already are on the same page, and you can team up with as long as they're around the same skill level. No, and as long as you guys all want to do right around the same things, events or game battles wise. And the next thing, and I talked about this in the part 2 of the video I just posted, or the commentary actually before this one, is Twitter. Twitter's a great way. When finding a team, Twitter can become your best friend. If you tweet something like looking for an experienced team of 2, just abbreviate that with a capital T, lowercase o, and then the number 2. For events, you can throw something in there like for events, or you can throw in something like for game battles or for fun, or whatever the case may be, whatever you want it to be. Make sure to include your PlayStation Network ID, your gamer tag, so they can get a hold of you. And yeah, Twitter is a great tool. If you don't have one, you don't need to follow everybody in the world. You don't need to follow me, although I would really prefer that. But it's a great tool to team up and meet people and get to know people. Tweet the pros, ask them to retweet stuff so that information gets sent to all their followers. And some people have thousands and thousands of followers. I have about 1,750 right now, but some pros have upwards of 4,000 to 10,000 followers. And any one of those guys that retweets it, you can bet at least 2 of their followers will know each other and want to team up with 2 more. And that's a great way. It's a way that I recommend. And that's it for this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little mini 3-part series. If you did, as always, please go ahead and like the video. It truly does help me out a lot, and I do appreciate it. But like I said, that's it for this video. I'll talk to you all later. See ya. Have questions? Need help? Want to be notified immediately when I stream or upload? Follow me on Twitter at MLGBJ. A link to that is in the description box below. Thanks.